Hey, adrenaline junkies, welcome to Falcon, Police Dashcam. From a violent suspect ambushing two officers with a deadly weapon and a trailer driver outsmarting both the fleeing suspect and pursuing cops, to a GameStop robbery that turns into a real-life GTA scene, and much more, these are the most brutal police chases caught on camera you wouldn't believe if they weren't filed. On July 5th, 2023, what started as a routine traffic stop for an improper lane change quickly spiraled into something far more serious. One passenger's unexpected actions turned a minor infraction into a life-altering moment.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey, man. Deputy Kelly Charles County Sheriff's Office. The reason I pulled you over, all right, doing improper lane use. You're all over the road. My car's only like, I'm trying to find a place. Oh, okay.
When asked to step out of the vehicle for a routine check, the suspect suddenly pulled out a hidden gun and opened fire on the officers.
You got a gun!
In a split second, chaos erupted. But thanks to their training and quick reflexes, both officers managed to dodge the bullets as the armed passenger recklessly unleashed a hail of gunfire. The two officers executed a flawless tactical response, splitting up to confuse the suspect and break his line of fire. The strategy worked. Disoriented and overwhelmed, the gunman didn't see the officer closing in. In one swift move at close range, the officer brought the suspect down and ended the threat. The two officers involved, Evan Cubbage, left, and Alexander Hodge, walked away unharmed after the intense confrontation. Meanwhile, the woman who was driving with the armed suspect was quickly taken into custody following the shootout. Next up, chaos erupts when tractor-trailer drivers join the fight, blocking highways and helping police stop a suspect on the run. On March 7th, 2021, a disturbing report came in from the Florida Turnpike. A violent altercation was unfolding inside a Lexus. The suspect allegedly used a knife to threaten and attempted to steal a backpack containing the car keys. Minutes later, Florida Highway Patrol troopers spotted the suspect driving the Lexus on the turnpike, and a high-speed pursuit was on. Police had a golden opportunity when three patrol cars boxed the suspect in. But in a desperate move, the reckless driver squeezed through a narrow gap and continued the wild chase, proving he wasn't giving up without a fight. At over 100 miles per hour, the suspect recklessly weaved through traffic, barreled into the emergency lane, and came within inches of slamming into a pickup truck traveling in the same direction. One wrong move, and this chase could have turned into a deadly crash. The suspect narrowly dodged the first set of spike strips, losing control momentarily. But the real twist came when a semi-truck driver boldly swerved into his path, forcing the getaway car to slow down drastically. When the suspect tried to make a run for it, the officers had a clear answer. No. A perfectly executed piety sent the Lexus flying into a ditch. Though the patrol car also struck a guardrail, both vehicles came out with minor damage. The suspect, identified as Joshua McCrae, was taken into custody and now faces multiple charges including theft, armed robbery, and assault. Looking back at the truck driver's bold move, was it the right thing to do? His actions may have helped slow the suspect, but should civilians ever put themselves in that kind of danger? Next up, a store robbery sets off a massive response as the entire Houston police force mobilizes to bring one suspect to justice. On April 3, 2018, 3 masked suspects wearing scream masks shocked the city when they violently robbed a GameStop store on South Shepherd Drive. Shortly after, police spotted the suspect's vehicle traveling on the 610 North Loop, and an intense chase was instantly set in motion.
Because as you can tell, freeway traffic is extra heavy this afternoon over here, coming up on Highway 90, blowing through red lights, just barely missing that.
Powered by a roaring V8, the Camaro surged past 100 miles per hour, but luck wasn't on the suspect's side that day. In rush hour traffic, a red light brought their wild escape to an abrupt halt.
Now they're at a stoplight, and he's got himself stopped right now.
After more than 10 tense minutes of being boxed in, the 3 masked suspects finally surrendered, stepping out of the Camaro without a single sign of resistance. Coming up, crashing into a cop car isn't just bold, it's stupid. And this suspect learns that the hard way. On the morning of March 20th, 2025, police received a report about a stolen 2012 GMC Acadia. Shortly after, officers spotted the vehicle parked near the air pump at a local gas station. But when they signaled for a stop, the driver refused to comply, hitting the gas instead and triggering a dangerous high-speed pursuit in broad daylight. Near the intersection of County Road 388 and 62nd Street, just when it looked like the chase might be over, the suspect suddenly slammed the gas and rammed a patrol car, kicking off another dangerous chapter in this high-stakes pursuit.
Essentially just rammed me back up into my car. It's in the eastbound. 670 monitoring.
They're ramming back to the car at 10-4.
The suspect fled at nearly 100 miles per hour on rain-slicked roads, pushing the limits in a desperate bid to escape. For a brief moment, it looked like he might outrun the cops. But at that speed, what's waiting around the next turn could be far worse than handcuffs.
670 on here.
In a desperate attempt to dodge the spike strip set up by police, the suspect lost control and veered off the road into a ditch. 2 oncoming civilian vehicles narrowly escaped what could have been a catastrophic collision.
Roll over in the ditch, start EMS.
Police quickly arrived at the scene and safely assisted the suspect out of the vehicle. The man, identified as a resident of the Traverse City area, is now facing multiple serious charges, including fleeing and eluding, possession of a stolen vehicle, assaulting a law enforcement officer, reckless driving. In the end, a simple decision to stop or to run can change everything. This man chose wrong. On January 18, 2022, in Lee County, a silver Nissan was spotted speeding at 96 miles per hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone. As the officer stepped out for a routine traffic stop, the driver suddenly accelerated, sparking a high-speed chase through busy traffic that kept everyone on edge. The driver pushed the speed to a staggering 128 miles per hour, making it extremely difficult for officers to keep up. He exited at ramp 101 in an attempt to lose the pursuit, but the tactic failed. Moments later, he merged back onto the highway, only digging himself deeper into trouble.
Speed's 118. That's 108. Therefore, I got one Lee County unit behind me. Eastbound.
At over 120 miles per hour, the suspect's front tire exploded, sending rubber shrapnel flying across the highway. Sparks lit up the road as the bare rim scraped against the pavement. With only 3 wheels left, the pursuit dropped below 80 miles per hour. But it was still dangerously unpredictable. At any moment, the vehicle could lose control and crash.
Still eastbound, speed 67. Uniting. They're Lee County. They're getting around me now, trying to get in front. Lee County's in front of the vehicle. Still eastbound. He passed the track trailer in the emergency lane. Still eastbound, passing 123. Speeds down to 70, down to 60. Getting to get in box now. Speed 70, still eastbound, passing 124. Just made a left. We're on South Dozer Boulevard. Speed's 45. No traffic. Coming up to Hoffmeyer Road. Very light traffic. Speed's 50, 55. Right. Hoffmeyer. Very light traffic. Hip pit. Do I have permission to pit? Speed's 45. No traffic. Coming up to Elijah. South Casual Drive. Take the pit here in just a second.
As the pursuit reached a less congested area, officers requested permission for a pit maneuver, and it was granted without hesitation. At under 45 miles per hour, the suspect had no real chance of escaping by car. The vehicle spun out and came to a stop on the shoulder, but the driver wasn't done yet. He jumped out and continued the chase on foot. Thanks to the swift assistance from Lee County deputies, the fleeing driver was quickly taken into custody. He now faces multiple charges and will be held accountable for his reckless actions. But with a high-speed pursuit stretching nearly 30 miles, it raises a critical question. Was it worth putting countless innocent drivers at risk to bring one suspect down?
Go ahead and see. So just a gun and a weed in the car.
We're so happy you made it to the end.